Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another all-new unboxing, and today we've got a real special one for you. This one I'm really excited to open. Great figure. Let's do this. AEW Unmatched Series 1 Darby Allin. This thing kicks all the ass. The Darby Allin from the previous Unrivaled set was a really nice figure. I really like what they did with the jacket on that particular figure, but this one, you know, you've got the skateboard, it's got the Face of TNT logo on it, the TNT title with it. The paint job on the body looks great. All in all, tremendous figure. Love the packaging on this. Cannot wait to get him on the shelf because I personally don't have a Darby loose on the shelf, but this one having the TNT title with it as well is a no-brainer to add it to the DTOV and make the AEW shelf even bigger than it already is. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging first. So you got a shot of Darby right there on your bottom right. Really cool shot of him. Got the figure, like I said, in package, this thing looks great. So if you want to keep this thing mint on card, it displays so well just like that, that you don't even really have to have him on display loose if you don't want him. Of course, the unmatched packaging, which is the black and silver trim, which I still like, very cool. There's Darby's face down there, the figure number at the bottom. And then, of course, there is the little shot of Darby in action there on the back. And you've also got a picture of the other figures in the set, which includes the Kenny, Darby, Miro, Britt Baker, Dustin, and the LJN Cody Rhodes, which we've done the unboxing for. The Dustin Rhodes as well as the LJN Cody, so go back and feel free to check out those videos as well. So let's go ahead and get him out of his little plastic prison and see if this thing's just as freaking cool out on the outside of the package as it is on the inside. Because I'm telling you, I like a lot of the AEW figures the way they display in package. This one in particular, I've got to say, is probably one of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite AEW figure as far as how it looks just through the window on the packaging. It just, all the colors on it pop, and Darby's so toyetic, so it's a great figure. And I just really love the attention to detail on the skateboard, as well as the jacket being slightly different than the jacket from the other one as well, which is really cool. And of course, that TNT title looks absolutely great. All right, so let's go ahead and get Darby out of the package. No bands holding him down. I guess he's small enough they don't need it. Let's go ahead and get out this TNT title, which is, okay, it's buckled on the inside, so you actually have to unbuckle it in order to get it out. Oh, that's interesting. And then the skateboard, oh, hey, there we go. It is not fastened in at all. Whoa, I gotta say, that's actually a really nice skateboard. Let's go ahead and talk about that first. So, there's the front, Face of TNT. And I love how it's got all the, you know, little chips away on the grip tape there at the top and at the bottom. Of course, it looks like the board's just beat to hell. And then on the back, you got a nice little shot of Darby's face, which is really cool. And you can actually see the division in the trucks right there, too, which is really nice. The thing rolls pretty good, so that's awesome. Very good job on the skateboard. That's very cool. Good job, Jazzwares. That's a badass accessory. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Darby. So up close, the face scan looks great. The paint hits on the body paint look awesome as well. Very clean. I do love the jacket. It has a nice little gold trim to where the zippers should be at, which definitely makes it stand out a little bit more. And there's actually, which is, I think, is a nice little touch to detail, there's some fading on the jacket there on the shoulder, on the sides, just to kind of add a little bit of extra, you know, kind of texture definition to it. With the color, so it's not just jet black all the way through like the most perfect jacket you've ever seen. It's definitely got some color flaws to it. Intentional, obviously, kind of make it look faded and worn, which really gives the figure a little more character as well. And then, of course, you'll also notice Darby has got a necklace there as well, as really cool. So let's go ahead and see how easy it is to get this jacket off. Probably going to be pretty easy. We were not so lucky with our Scorpio Sky that we opened. Bit of a miss there by Jazzwares on his jacket. I'm not sure if the one I got just happened to be maybe not made properly or what the deal was, but we could not get the damn thing off. In fact, between shooting that video and this video, I actually tried to get it off a few more times. Couldn't make it happen. So go back and check out that Scorpio Sky unboxing. Cool figure, but the jacket definitely was a miss for me. I was not a fan of how they designed it. If anything, maybe they'll do a running change and fix that, because it's going to make it real hard for me to do a lot of fig photography with that jacket on the way it is. So Darby's jacket came off pretty easy, and like I said, it's that really, really thin, soft rubber. It feels great. It looks great. I love this particular design for the additional entrance gear that they're doing for these figures. It's so good, and 1,000 times better than the jackets and stuff they were doing for the Series 1 set, which were just hard rubber. You couldn't pose them. They look great, but function-wise, they were pretty awful and didn't really do much in regards to being able to pose your figures. They were pretty much stuck in whatever pose the jacket was held in. So that was a bit of a misstep. But hey, they learned. They fixed that very quickly. And the jackets and things like that have been tremendous ever since. Got the little plastic pieces off of Darby's arms and his torso. And man, guys, this thing... wow, this thing looks great. I mean, down to the fingernail paint. So there's the torso. All the paint on it looks great. The necklace, really cool, just typical chain necklace. The detail on the tats is pretty nice. Like I said, and the fingernail paint, pink nails stand out really well. I mean, just this Darby looks incredible. The other one was really good too, so this is definitely not a knock on it. But this one, I think, definitely beats it for sure. Even got the little, hearts on the boot. Man, this thing is just really, really, really well done. Very nice piece. I mean, and just the face scan, even if it didn't have the paint on it, is very nice. So I'll just give you an example. So if you just kind of look at it from the side, I mean, very nice face scan. But of course, you want Darby with the paint and stuff. So all in all, just looks incredible. Let's go ahead and check out the posability on the body. Torso moves very, very smoothly. Not too loose, just right. The wrist, good flexibility in it. You hear the clicks. You can feel the clicks as you're moving it, which is nice. Double jointed elbows, very smooth, not too loose at all. The swivel on the tricep or on the bicep area works real nice. The shoulders, as far as the up and down and the rotation, seems to be moving very smoothly, so that's really, really nice. I really do love how great the arm bone tattoo looks on the arm. I think that looks really, really great on this figure. It really makes it stand out even more. So arm joints, wrist joints, hand joints, all that stuff, those are all great on this figure. Head moves very well too, just tight enough that's not going to flop around on you, but will definitely move pretty freely without too many issues. So that's very good job on the neck joint. The legs, lots of posability and flexibility, which I expected with the smaller body types for these figures. They seem to have very good posability in the legs in terms of the range of motion. The knees, very nice. I mean, look how close you can get that. That's tremendous. We're just going to just fold them up like a sack of crap and just chunk them off for a coffin drop or something. Just look at this. Like, just throw himself off. I mean, man, like, this thing, the posability is tremendous. This thing looks incredible. So, yeah, the knees are great. Ankles move very, very well. Not too loose. You can feel the clicks, so the joints are all, in there just the way they should be. The only thing I'm noticing that maybe this one doesn't have that the Scorpio Sky had is Scorpio, his legs would move at the top of the thigh. This one does not. It's just, you got the hip joint and that's it. There's no turning roughly right there, which I think for Darby you don't really need necessarily. Scorpio's got substantially bigger legs, so I can understand why you'd maybe want to have a little more functionality in that regard, because this definitely is a smaller framed body they're working with. Let's go ahead and see if we can stand him on the skateboard real quick See if it'll actually stand up on it, which I think is going to be kind of a selling point. See if we can get it to stay. I'm not on exactly a balanced surface right now, so I actually got my table propped up on something to try to give a little bit better of a camera shot for this shoot. Yeah, he stands up on the skateboard very well. I don't know how well it's going to roll with him on it, but hey, you know what? Dude, that's a plus. If it stands up on the skateboard, it's going to look great in the detail like that. And of course, the TNT title, probably going to be substantially too big for him, but that's okay because I feel like this I'll probably end up putting with Miro. Though I think I may wait to get another Miro other than the unmatched one because that one I'm not super crazy about. Yeah, if you put this thing, this is actually kind of funny. If you put the TNT title strap, which is kind of nice because it is pretty realistic. I don't think that belt's really small enough that it'd fit Darby super tight. Now, if you put it on him, I mean, it'll fit him. But, I mean, you got to ratchet it all the way down. But it will fit, but it's definitely a huge, huge belt for his waistline. So if you're going to have it with him, having it draped over his shoulder is probably going to be your better bet. So do something like that. I think that'll look pretty nice. There we go. Yeah, man, this Darby, I got to say it. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. I think the figure looks great. It feels great. The accessories with it are incredible. Most of the AEW figures, I do find that they are usually worth the retail price. Just because of how nice the figure is. Now, some of them, have some questionable things, like some of the accessories, or maybe the face scans aren't great. But most of them, I do think, are, for the most part, pretty well worth the $20 retail price. Now, granted, some of them I wouldn't think are worth beyond that. But this Darby, not only do I think it's worth the typical off-the-shelf retail price, but I would even go as far as to say that I would think this one's probably worth more if you have to go secondary market and have to pay $35, $40, something like that. I think it'd be worth even that just because of the accessories alone. These things are tremendous. Great, great value. Like, even if this figure was by itself, it'd be worth the $20. But to have these accessories with it, I mean, killer value. So this Darby, dude, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Darby Allin, Unmatched Series 1. You find it, get it, man. Cool figure. And Darby's a pretty big deal right now. He's got the match tonight with CM Punk. If I could just get him to stay balanced, because this freaking table's sitting on top of a box, weirdly enough. But yeah, he's got, okay, you know what? We're just going to hold him in our hand. But he's got the match tonight with CM Punk, so it should be a great match. So if you are going to check it all out, hope you enjoy the show. But yeah, find this guy. If you have any second thoughts, I would highly, highly recommend him in package or out. This guy's a massive value. And if you do keep him packaged, even if you want to buy him for an investment piece, I think it's something that'll probably end up gaining value long term as well, just because of the accessories and the quality of the figure. But guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you for checking out the video. Remember to check out my podcast on Spotify and Google Podcasts, the Collecting Raj Podcast. I will be doing an episode later today as well. I unfortunately did not put one on last week because I was ill, but I'm feeling much better this week. So thank you all for the love and support and the well wishes in regards to that situation. And then also remember to follow me on Instagram at Collecting Raj. And new to the Collecting Raj brand, there is a TikTok channel now up, so check that out. I do, random quick pack openings over there, and just kind of some goofy stuff, just a little extra content for you guys to check out as well. If you're on TikTok, check it out, Collecting Raj over there. But guys, that's going to do it for today's unboxing. Thank you for checking me out. Remember to go back and check out the other unboxings that I've put up over the last week or so. I did put up a couple last weekend, even though I was sick. I had some kind of stored back in the can. Then I went ahead and got those published. So those are up, available now as well. But guys, thank you for checking out the video. And as always, have yourselves an all-out week.